Hello again! Today, we are going to talk while I make an ashtray for my mommy. Because she smokes cigarettes and has all my life. Love her though. We all have bad habits. We're going to talk about mental health and how it genuinely, on a real note, affects life. As somebody who is a little qualified to talk about this. Now, I'm no psychiatrist. I'm no therapist. I'm just little me. But I do have a list of mental illnesses that let's discuss. Let's talk about the things nobody talks about. I think that everybody has struggles, yes, but call it a hot take. I don't think everybody struggles with mental illness. Hear me out. There are people out there who don't know what anhedonia is. There are people out there who don't know what a manic episode is. There are people out there who don't know that there are different types of depression. Okay? And now, there are also a genre of people out there that may struggle with mental illness but refuse to believe so, and that's why they never end up getting help. Oh, I know my hair looks crazy. Don't tell me about it, because I'm crazy. Clock it. Yeah.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get it.
All right. That was embarrassing. Today, we're not going to focus on those people. That was just a little tidbit of information. We're going to focus on depression today. Now, in my future videos, maybe we can dig deeper, but I feel like depression is widely diagnosed. There are things that are called triggers, okay? With those triggers, it mainly stems from trauma, and that whether that's childhood trauma, recent trauma, other types of trauma, you know what I'm getting at. We have to identify those triggers so that we can understand why we are feeling the way we're feeling. This clay is not doing what it needs to, okay? It's not. I'm crashing out. I don't even want to do it anymore. I'm about to just But I told my mom I would make her something nice. And an ashtray is just what's on my mind, because I made it one time before, but I was way too impatient to wait for it to dry. Okay? You know what? Give me some of this dang water. We're gonna condition this clay a little bit. Shit, I broke it. So with those triggers is something that triggers depression. For example, my biggest trigger is alcohol. Yeah, alcohol just is not good for people with depression or any mental illness, especially if you're taking medicine. Stray away. I promise there's better coping mechanisms out there. Pick up a hobby. Pick up 15. I picked up so many hobbies. I picked up polymer clay. That's what started all this. I picked up polymer clay. Then I picked up crochet and paddleboarding in the same week. Find a hobby. Do something you enjoy. Even if you don't feel, it's okay. Look, let me say it. It is okay to let yourself feel your feelings. Absolutely. You know what? And I'm going to say it's absolutely okay sometimes to sit and just sit with them. Sit with those feelings. Figure out, why is it that I'm feeling this way? And if you don't know, take a little bit of time to get to know. Like, it's okay. It is okay. Don't let anybody ever tell you that it's not okay to pity yourself, because you went through all this stuff and nobody else is pitying you. It's okay to feel sorry for yourself. It is okay. You know how many times I've cried? I've just broken down at the thought of like my childhood and how people, yes, of course, you're always going to hear people have it worse. People have it worse. But that doesn't mean that you didn't go through a tough time or something traumatic. Everybody has trauma, everyone. It's just how you cope with it. And some people don't have the support to cope with it appropriately. And that's okay too. If you're unhealthy coping, no, is that okay? Not fully. But are you still here? Did you make it another day? Did you tell yourself, did you wake up and say, wow, I'm still here? Now, maybe were you disappointed? You shouldn't be. You should be proud. You should be proud that you're still here. You're still living and breathing on this wonderful, that's a strong word. You're still living and breathing, and you have people, whether you know it or not, that care so much about you and just root for you every day. And even if you feel like you don't have anybody, I'm here. Good Lord, I don't know if this video is gonna reach anybody, maybe somebody who's struggling. Hopefully, like, I'm here. DM me. I'll put my Instagram right here. All you have to do, follow me, DM me, say, hey, I need to talk. I'm there. I will always be there for somebody who feels like they have nobody else, because I've been there. There was a point in my life where I thought nobody cared about me, and boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. So, update on the clay. It's not working out. It's not rolling how I need it to roll, so I'm just taking little pieces and I'm rolling it very to the size that I need. Anyways, there are people out there who love and care about you. Maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a childhood friend, maybe it's a friend you just met the other day. There are people out there that are rooting for you. Maybe it's your family. Maybe they don't always express it how they should, but they care. There's somebody out there. There's somebody out there for everybody. There's a support system out there. And while we're on the topic of support, mental health can be expensive. Treatment, that is. Whether it's hospitalization, medicine, therapy appointments, psychiatry appointments, inpatient visits, outpatient visits, like it's a lot. It is a lot financially, and I was at a point in my life very recently where I couldn't afford mental health help. The only thing I could really afford was my therapist, and that's because my wonderful parents were helping me out with it. But there are options out there. I know there are tons of options out there for people who can't afford their medicine. It depends where you live, honestly. I come from a small town and there really wasn't as many options, but there were still options. So I just want everybody to know that you should invest in yourself. And if you can spend money and go out every weekend, if you can spend money and manic buy everything that you want, or spend money on starting new hobbies, and you can take some of that money and invest it into yourself and get help. Get professional help. I'm saying this as somebody who skipped out on meds for 6 months after being on about 4 medicines. I just couldn't afford them anymore. I didn't have insurance. It was just, I was working with just my single income until I got 2 jobs, and then I was working 2 jobs, and then I didn't have time for appointments. Eventually, life will slow down. And if life doesn't, make time. I promise. It is so worth it to finally get the help that you've been needing. Oh, I'm just going to squish this all together and hope and pray for the best. You can't see what I'm doing. Dang, that looks bad. Taylor, what did I do? did squish it!
Approximately 1 minute earlier.
Oh, I'm just gonna squish this all together and hope and pray for the best. I don't have any patience to do this air dry clay stuff. Like, I don't know how y'all be making the most beautiful little trinket dishes. I tried to make a pool the other day and I crumpled it about 30 minutes in because I couldn't do this, what I'm trying to do right now. I saw somebody score it and then blend it, and that's just not working for me. So what do I do? What do I do? If you have any tips on working with air dry clay, please let me know, because I think I'm using too much water. I just have like a paintbrush and I'm just letting it sit for a little bit. Now let's talk about some of the different types of depression. Now we're not going to get into all of them, mainly just focus on the ones I feel like a lot of people maybe struggle with. Me personally, I struggle with major depressive disorder, which is not fun. No, it's not. Have you ever experienced anhedonia? It's terrible. It's not fun. Anhedonia is the inability to enjoy things that you used to love doing. So like crafts, I completely stopped those for a long time. I didn't do any crafts. I didn't go outside. I love to go outside. Fishing, paddleboarding, swimming, just anything I can to be outside. I enjoy being outside, but not all day. Let's be real.
Everything that I've read, praise the Lord.
I struggle with major depressive disorder. For a long time, I thought it was just severe depression. So I don't really know the difference between the two. Editing Taylor, I just said severe depression. Severe depression is a category of depression. So I wasn't entirely wrong. Severe depression is to categorize how severe your depression is. So there's like mild, moderate, severe, you know. So I got that wrong. I've since educated myself. In my mind at the time, I thought severe depression was a thing on its own. It's just a categorization. Thank you. Love you, bye! I just know that what I feel is very real, and when I feel it, it is very terrible. Like, I'm telling you, I turn into the worst person when I'm depressed. And I usually isolate from everybody, not in like an unhealthy way, but in a way where it's like, I just need space. Or I'm gonna take it out on everybody. And I know that about myself. So I keep to myself and just stay within a close few people that I talk to that know that about me and don't hold it over my head. Oh my gosh. It's like a little ashtray. For real. For real, guys. I know I really only talked like 2 things of depression, but that's all that my mind is letting me focus on right now. And a categorization. Thank you. I feel like major depressive disorder develops over time because I definitely was not initially diagnosed with major depressive disorder until recently, within the last like 3 years. I've also been diagnosed as bipolar, and those two together, man, oh man, will I tell you, that is some crazy emotions. And I apologize to everybody in my life when I'm going through it. I do. I genuinely am so sorry if you are my family and you've ever experienced, you have, if you're my family, you know. Because I gave up. I'm a fraud. I say don't give up. I gave up. I think I'm gonna play with polymer clay instead. But I know I kind of went on this random tangent and didn't really, like pull out any facts. These are all just like my take on mental health. Just want to clarify. I know this video was mainly about me. The thing that I'm hoping for in this video is for it to reach some people who can relate and to know they're not alone. So I just wanted to make that clear that I'm not in any way just trying to get pity for myself. I am simply just letting people know they're not alone and talking about my own experience. So if you have any suggestions or anything, and would love to educate me on anything I said wrong in this video, please do. Please do, because I am learning new stuff every day about myself, about mental health, about my symptoms, other people's symptoms. So thank you. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish the video. It's almost over. I'll see you next time. Bye. I just hope that somebody gets something from this. And like I said, if anybody needs somebody, I'm here. I'll put my Instagram right here. So I'll leave it up there for a little bit. If anybody needs somebody to talk to, here I am. I hope that if you're struggling with anything, even if you need somebody to just listen or somebody to just talk to, like it doesn't even have to be about mental health, I'm here. I want everybody to feel loved and feel supported in any way that I can. So I hope that you all have a blessed day. Have a great day and week, whatever. Have a good year. It's your year. Get up, girl. Let's dance. Let's dance. Hey. I forgot what I was saying. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this up. I know this was probably like a shorter video, but bear with me, girl. This is only my second video. Only my second day out here. So longer than my first, and I recorded for a total of an hour in video clips on my first video. Do with this what you will. And if you have anything you want me to talk about, you can leave it in the comments and we can discuss it next time at our next little girls chat. Okay, bye.